All right, so this is going to be a general spread for our fire signs. So Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for my fan club. I appreciate that so much. Here we are. We're pulling a card. Oh, you're new. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. I'm Kat. I have another channel that's launching really soon called Cat Cutting Class. I am an educator, but I love tarot, and it's there's a lot of overlap there too. So welcome. Who do we want to be? Fire signs. Who does it? I feel like it wants to be. I like it when it jumps out, but I feel like you guys. Okay, look at this. We are the Fool. We came up to the Fool in the heart of our spread. I love it when we get the Fool in the heart of our spread. We are always the Fool. He is the beginning and the end. It's timeless. It's like when you're leaving one cycle, learning a new one. He's hope, optimism. It's beautiful. Okay, we're coming up, fire signs, as the Fool in the heart of our spread this coming week. So this would be the week of March 15th through the 22nd, which happens to be the last week of Pisces season. We also have Mercury in retrograde in Pisces this week. So for everybody, it's just going to be a week of like contemplation and thought and like retreating and like taking time to meditate and think on things. It's less a week of forward momentum and action this week. Do watch the recording on my YouTube channel where I give in the beginning more of an astrology overview, because that's the same energies, you guys. All right, coming up, the Fool in the heart of the spread, which, oh my gosh, you guys, this is crazy, but this is what kind of week it is. We're crossed by the star, another major arcana, make a wish. We're being crossed by the star as our challenge obstacle, or I'm sure it's an awareness. Below us in our subconscious tool shed. Hi, Gigi. Welcome. Oh, Gigi popped in for half a sec. That's okay. These are getting recorded, you guys. You can check them out on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. Bringing with us in our subconscious tool shed an Ace of Pentacles. Stepping out of the immediate past, we have a Knight of Wands. Crowning us, another major arcana. We've got the Empress in our crown. We're growing new things. We're manifesting new things, new realities for ourselves. We're stepping into the immediate future after the last week of Pisces. So, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this week that we're entering is the last week of Pisces. And that means we start the zodiac year fresh again with Aries. Look what card we got. The Aries card. It's the Emperor. So we got the Emperor, which is the fourth major arcana right after the Empress. So we're stepping into, after the last week of March, the last week of Pisces, we're stepping into the first week of Aries. And there we have the Emperor. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Us in our environment this week, fire signs. And I say us, I'm a Sagittarius sun sign. Do hop over to my YouTube channel. I have a short video about sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know all three, you might want to check that out. Might explain a lot more for you. Hi, Ray. Welcome. Welcome on in, you guys. I wish I had a moderator to greet everyone. We are feeling like the Queen of Cups in our environment this week. Healing things from the past, trusting our intuition, very creative. Our environment around us this week is giving us 7 cups. All kinds of options. Perhaps a little analysis paralysis even. Another Knight in our hopes and fears section. We're stepping out of the Knight of Wands, and our hopes and fears sector has the Knight of Pentacles. No wonder we're bringing an Ace of Pentacles with us. And then final potential outcome here, 9 cups, beautiful 9 cups, finishing up this beautiful cycle with a feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction. What a gorgeous, amazing spread, you guys, for the last week of the zodiac here. Welcome everybody in. Welcome Marge. Welcome everybody who's here. I want to take a minute to remind you guys to tap, 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 tap. This is a TikTok live. However, I'm recording it. So if you can't stay for the whole thing, this is the fire spread. You can check it out on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. It will post Monday at 6 p.m. All the readings for the upcoming week. So welcome everybody, and welcome to all my group 7 friends. Make sure you do all the things. Take a minute to hold down on my face for a sec. Just hold it down. It'll pop up your list of contacts, and share this live out with anybody you think is into tarot or might enjoy it. And I appreciate it, and I try to do that with all my TikTok friends as well. It's important to spread the love. All right, we're going to pull one last card for this general reading from my Arcanum deck. And I do a special shuffle on this where I turn them back and forth, up and down, because we will read this either upright or reversed, and it will give us further clarification of this spread at the very end. We'll leave it hidden until the very end. You guys can also drop in the comment section your sign in case, so just so I know who's out there and who's following. All right, we will leave that hidden, and we'll read it either upright or reversed. So let's get into this. This is gorgeous, fire signs. We are always, whenever the Fool comes up, it's always the Queer and it's always us. So, and this is us. This is right the phase we're in right now this year, and also especially finishing up the zodiac year. We have finished up cycles, and now we are stepping into a new experience, life experiences that have us just feeling so optimistic and joyful, and also perhaps a little unprepared, perhaps a little naive, perhaps uncertain of what lays ahead, as the Fool is. He doesn't know what he doesn't know yet. Okay? And that is us in the heart of our spread. We're being crossed as our awareness by this star. Okay? The star, Major Arcana. I think it's the 18th, 18, 19, or 20. Sun are the star, moon, and sun. Anyway, she is all about temperance. She's keeping balance. She's pouring the water from the land back into the lake or ocean, which represents the collective. So it's keeping that balance between your own needs and the needs of the collective, which we're all connected to. And it's also about keeping the faith and keeping that hope and keeping that faith. And it's also wishes being granted. So I think for us this week, this is an awareness that wishes are being granted right now. And we have to just keep it here and know that. And we're going to have this beautiful potential outcome, you guys. This is a gorgeous spread. Okay, we are bringing with us in our subconscious tool shed the Ace of Pentacles. So aces are just the initial seed of something. It's just the pure essence of the thing. And pentacles are everything, all our material well-being, from the clothes on your back to your home to, the house you live in, your health, your wealth, wealth, and finances. I think of it as, but it's everything in the material world. And we've got this spark of something to help us in that regard that we are bringing along with us this week. We're stepping out of, in our recent past, this Knight of Wands energy. Now, it could be somebody in our life on the younger side, not young, not Paige young, but it could be a younger person coming in very passionately with ideas. Wands are passion and following your passion. It's important to note that this Knight, first of all, the deck is genderless. So this could be anybody in your life that brings this kind of energy, male or female, that rushes on in, but it can also be very flamboyant. Okay, he's the most flamboyant. His horse is like rearing up in a like a tall prance, like like a circus horse. And he's the most flamboyantly dressed knight. He's very passionate, but he can also be very flighty, without structure. And we've got the structure coming. So perhaps I feel like we're coming out of recently a time where we've got a new passion coming in, or communication around that, and it's so exciting. It has us thinking all these new ideas, feeling like the Fool, wishes being granted, but we're going to be stepping into some structure as we enter Aries season, is what I see. Up here in our crown, we've got this Empress. So she is growing whatever this ace is down in our subconscious, down here, moving from bottom to top. We're looking at growing it. We are the Empress up here, like thinking on all the things we're doing to nurture and grow this thing. If this is the seed under the soil that already has lots going on. There's a fetus in there. There's stuff happening. Just like with the seed, there's roots and things. It's tempting sometimes but we'll maybe still only see the dirt from the outside. I'm speaking figuratively, of course. Figuratively and literally. I have a garden out back. If you guys watch my channel, I love to garden too. And so you wonder what's going on there. And there are things going on even when you don't see it yet. And that's what we have happening up here in our crown this week. And look at what we're stepping into. We're going from the third major arcana to the fourth major arcana in the near future, which is this Aries sign, which is the Emperor. Super structure. super stability. He is all 4 kings combined. Lots of structure, lots of rules, so I feel like we're taking this thing, these passions and these things that we finally like, some light bulbs going off for us, and I'm like, wow, yes, that's where I want to go with my life. Yes, this is the direction the new direction I'm gonna pursue. And that's really fun and exciting and everything. However, it requires structure. And so we're stepping into some structure as we enter Aries season, which is cool. We need that because look at what it's going to lead to. Meanwhile, as we're stepping into this Emperor energy after the first week of March, after the next week, so the last week of March, we're stepping into all this structure and trying to establish structures. We are this week in our environment, the Queen of Cups. So cups are your emotions, your everything here, all your feelings, all your, your soul. And the queens are they're the nurturers of the court. They're the court cards in charge of healing the past. So we are healing the emotional things of our past this week. There's healing going on. That's gorgeous. Okay, so here's why we need the structure, I think. Look at what our environment is handing us this week. The environment around us is the 7 cups. This is all these options opening up. Like it's all these 7 cups, and there's different things in the cups, and you're trying to choose which one to pursue. There is a warning to this card because, I'm not going to get deeply into all the different symbols in each of the cups, but some are creative, some are mysterious, some are just a trick, some are illusions, some are, some is just the gold, some are just jewels and gold. Are you just going to go for the money? What are you going to go for? What's important to you? This is a card of having so many options and really needing to narrow down the right one, the important one for you to pursue. You can fall into like an analysis paralysis when you have this 7 of cups, you have all these options, you can, and you don't want to make the wrong choice. You can stay stuck in just familiar patterns because it's easier than choosing and potentially making the wrong decision. So don't get stuck in that analysis paralysis. You're hoping for it, so it hasn't manifested yet, which is the spot that it's in. You're either fearing or hoping this Knight of Pentacles. So you got this pentacle thing. We're definitely growing it with this ideas that we're growing, and we want to have structure. We're going to be applying structure to it so that we don't get stuck in this analysis paralysis. And we are hoping for forward progress in that. That's what the Knights are. They're the court cards that actually go into battle and do the work to make the forward progress. So we're really hoping to make those connections and communication and forward progress about this thing that we're growing, this thing in our crown, this seed. We want that forward progress, but we want steady forward progress. He is the most stable of the Knights. He's structure. He goes with the Emperor. He's planted. He's careful. So, and we're hoping for that, which means we don't feel that yet. We're probably feeling still a little of this nervousness about what to do. So trust here. You got this. And then the potential final outcome when you do trust yourself is this gorgeous 9 cups. 9 beautiful. He's just sitting there, 9 full cups. He's feeling so blessed in his cups. It's not just 9 pentacles. It's not just he's got material goods, although they often go hand in hand. But you can have tons of money in a fabulous mansion and be miserable inside and be heartbroken. So this is cups. This is satisfaction here. It is a 9 though. So it is the end of a cycle. So we're definitely closing out an old cycle, feeling very fulfilled by it and getting ready to step into a new. So that's gorgeous. All right, we're almost to the end of this general fire sign reading. I am recording it for my YouTube channel. I'm about to be doing earth, air, and then water. If you can't stay for them all, just hop on over to my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. Hit subscribe. It's free. My first 500 subscribers are going to get a free lifetime membership when I open my membership area. So, yeah, make sure you're one of my VIPs. All right, we're going to read this either upright or reversed. I wonder what clarification could be. Maybe more clarification about our analysis paralysis in the environment this week. All these options. Maybe more clarification about whatever this Pentacles thing is that we're working on growing. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out, you guys. Okay. Oh, I love it. It's the World. It goes very much with the Star card. It's the World upright. We are the Fool, and we got the final Major Arcana, the World. Totally completing a huge cycle. It's good luck. Like, remember with the Star, I said make a wish. Look at all the Major Arcana, you guys. We are the Fool. We're crossed by the Star. We've got the Empress in our crown. We've got the Emperor in the near future. And then we've got all these Cups and Pentacles. And final, our clarification confirmation is the World. That's fabulous, fire signs. So the World card, it stands for good luck. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the World. Or is it the Wheel of Fortune? No, sorry. We're not the World. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I misread the card. It's not the World card. It's not the final. It's exactly halfway through the Fool's journey. He encounters the World. The spin of the wheel, it's kind of like what happens in life. You're plugging along, you're doing great. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm following the script, whether it was the one you chose or one laid out for you. And then the universe spins the wheel and everything changes. And all of a sudden you find yourself on another new path, new journey. That is the World card. And it's also luck. It's good luck. It's followed by the Hanged Man. So when you experience the wheel and it spins and you're like, okay, where am I going to land? You often end up looking at everything from a totally new perspective. And then that leads into your tower moments and all that. And that gets you to the end of the Fool's journey, the World. But the World is the Wheel of Fortune card is beautiful. It's good luck. The wheel is turning in your favor, bringing fortune, opportunity, or destined connection. Destiny, cycles, path, and change. So definitely, we're following a cycle. We're on this changing path, just like I said. And we have come to the end of one cycle with the 9. We've got the 10th Major Arcana, the wheel, changing. And that's where we are right now. We're in the middle of that wheel, and that's so exciting. That's so cool. That's so fun. What a beautiful reading. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to do the Earth sign reading. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat.